Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry, I'm fighting with my tripod. But thank you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Imdominiquelatrice, in case you have never seen my face before. And on this channel I go over and I display my journey with VSG, the ups and downs and all arounds. And I'm also a crazy beauty lover. I have tons of reviews of products and foundation reviews on this channel, so if that interests you at all, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up on this video if you like it, and please leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video, whenever that will be. Okay, so as you know from the title, this is my 6-month post-op VSG updated video. I can't believe it's been 6 months. Like, that's bananas. 6 months. A lot has happened in this 6 months. This has been the most interesting process I've ever been through in my life. So let's start off with the stats. My highest weight was 308. The day of surgery was 288. And today, 6 months later, I am coming in at 231 pounds. So that is a total of 77 pounds lost. Yes. Yes. 77 pounds lost. And I just, when I hit 70 pounds, it was just like, damn, like 70 pounds. Do you know how much that is? If I can put a dialogue on the screen somewhere, I'm gonna put 70 pounds somewhere up in here. Like 70 pounds of fat. That is a lot of weight. Like, that's a lot of weight. Like, that's the size of my 9-year-old daughter. She's 80 pounds, I believe. She's like 75 to 80 pounds. Like, that's a whole child. Like, I'm happy. So let's talk about 6 months. The main things I want to talk about and discuss, let's get into them. The first thing I want to talk about is why I even got VSG surgery. So I went under the knife. I had VSG surgery last year of 2020, October the 26th. I got VSG because I was tired of being unhealthy. I was tired of being overweight, and I was tired of having underlying health issues. I was pre-diabetic, hypertension, had a sleep apnea machine, and those are a lot of things for a young person. Like, I had most of those underlying issues all of my 20s. I am 31 now, and I spent most of my 20s being so unhealthy. Like, I struggled with my weight since I was a child, but when I became a full adult in my 20s, I started getting a lot of underlying health issues, and it really caused me to be very depressed, very down, very unsure of myself, very much low self-esteem all the way around. I just wasn't happy. My body didn't feel good. My joints hurt all the time. I didn't like how my body just performed with that significant amount of weight on it. Like, the thing that really got me is when I had to get on a sleep app machine, CPAP machine, from having sleep apnea. And that was just like, I'm still on the CPAP machine right now, but when I first got on that and then I became pre-diabetic, it was just like, it was an eye-opener. I got really tired of living my life like that. Like, that's draining. It's like you're constantly at a fight with your own body, and the issues was winning. They were winning. My mindset was just, it wasn't healthy. I didn't have a healthy relationship with myself. I mean, of course, there's other things that contribute to that in life, with anxiety, depression, but being unhealthy was, I would say, a good 65% of contributing to my just unhappiness. So having those underlying issues and just being so unhealthy, like just constantly gaining weight, constantly having an unhealthy relationship with food, just being just miserable. So that's what geared me into getting the weight loss surgery. So when I got the weight loss surgery, well, before I got the weight loss surgery, I changed my whole mindset. Like, I strengthened my mind. I started getting a better relationship with food. I started loving on myself more. I started caring about myself more. I started building my self-esteem up a lot more, because it doesn't matter if you lose weight or anything. If your mindset is unhealthy, it doesn't matter how much weight you lose, because potentially, you know, you will gain it back because your mind isn't in the right spot. Especially when you have food addiction and just a poor relationship with food. Like, you have to get your mind together. You have to realize, why are you doing the things you're doing? And it's not an overnight thing. I still struggle with options and food addiction to a certain extent. It's nowhere near what it was. But it's a lifelong marathon, just like people who's alcoholics and on drugs. Like, the food that we eat have so many hormones in it that cause us to be addicted to it. It's bananas, but that's a video for a whole nother time. But basically, I just got my mind together for the most part. I'm still working every day. But before I had the surgery, I took a lot of time out to love on myself, to get to know myself better, to ask myself, am I going to be able to be dedicated to this lifelong change? And after having a lot of deep conversations with myself and my universe, I decided that weight loss surgery would be the best thing for me. So I went through with it. Now, some of the things I have been experiencing the past 6 months are dumping. Let's talk about dumping. Now, do I still experience dumping 6 months out? Is yes and no. I do experience dumping, but it's not the way you experience it right after surgery. Right after surgery, if you eat a certain food, or if you go over your 2 to 4 ounces, the food just comes up. Your stomach is still healing. It's basically still healing. It's everything is new. So if you eat something that your stomach does not like, it comes up. If you overeat and it's not enough room on your stomach, it's coming up. Now, as time go on, the restrictions on how much you can eat loosens a little, because the stomach is a muscle, so it's going to loosen up a little bit. So when I say I experience dumping, but it's not the same, it's because of that. As the months go on, the restrictions get a little bit looser. Not a lot, but it does get a little bit. After surgery, after the post-op diet, when I started eating regular foods, I was eating 3.5 to 4 ounces. Now 6 months later, I can eat more food. But prior, if I would go a tiny bit over 4 ounces, it would be coming up. I would be throwing up. And now I can eat up to, depending on what the food is, the density and everything, I can eat 4.5 to 5 ounces of food and feel fine, depending on what it is. Let me give you an example. I can eat 5 ounces of salad easily, no problem, no aches, no nothing. But I can't eat 5 ounces of mashed potatoes. Like, the density of certain foods, just, it depends on how much you can actually eat without dumping, if that makes any sense. So yeah, dumping is something that you definitely experience, that I've definitely been experiencing a lot. Now, when I overeat, if I make a mistake and I don't measure my food, and I'm just, you know, eating, whether it's a bowl of grapes or a plate of dinner, if I overeat, I get very nauseated. It's like a feeling that comes on me where my stomach is super nauseated, and it feels like I'm going to throw up, but I don't throw up. Like, I literally sit down and I hold my head like this, and I'm focusing on not throwing up, because it feels like it's going to happen. It's like a nasty taste that comes in my mouth, and I get extremely nauseous. But usually when that happens, I try to just relax, or I try to suck on a lemon. But the key is to not overeat. I bought a scale from Amazon, and it helps me out a lot. I measure up my food. I make sure everything is 4 ounces to 5 ounces, depending on what it is. I never exceed over 5 ounces, but most of the time I'm at a 4 to 4.5 ounce plate of food. Eating now, I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. when I first got the surgery, it was certain things that I just could not eat. But another topic besides dumping that is extremely annoying after VSG is hair loss. If I can find any pictures that I took during this time, I'll post it on the screen here or here. Hair loss was quite annoying. It was annoying as hell. The hair loss was annoying. I started experiencing hair loss in the top of my head and also in the back of my head. I experienced a lot of hair loss in those two areas, and I also was just like getting a very irritable scalp. Like my scalp was starting to get bumps all over it. I was getting hair loss. It was just, my hair hasn't been the best. It's getting a little better. I just been putting a lot of different oils in it and keeping it moisturized, and that's all I can do, and staying up on my vitamins. I mean, hair loss is kind of inevitable with weight loss surgery because your body is going through so much of a drastic change, and you're getting less nutrients in your body, especially if you're missing out on vitamins and you're not taking your vitamins as you should, supposed to. You're going to experience hair loss. That's one of the things my surgeon warned me about, was hair loss. So I knew it was coming, but when I actually started experiencing it just as a woman, it was annoying. It really was annoying. But I'm not that type of person that goes super crazy about hair. If you know me, you know I have no problem with shaving my head. Naturally, I have short hair. I wear short hair. This is a headband wig, but naturally I rock short hair. So it wasn't a super big deal for me. It was just the fact that it was like spots, like bald spots, that was very irritating. So I basically just went to my stylist and I had her shaved all around my head, so it's mostly like a mohawk in my natural hair. So I shaved my head around the perimeter, and I'm just dealing with it. It's not a big deal for me because, like I said, I don't mind cutting my hair off, but I know that that can be very traumatizing for someone who's like big on hair, and their hair is like their thing, and that's their, like, one of their best attributes or something about themselves. I don't know, but I definitely experienced hair loss. I definitely had bald spots in the back of my freaking head and at the top of my head. Well, it was really broken off in the top, but it was definitely bald spots in the back of my head. I'm also still, that's very annoying, I'm still experiencing not going to the bathroom regularly. I'm still taking stool softeners. The last time we spoke, they were working. Now they are not working anymore. I spoke with my nutritionist, and I'm just going to start incorporating a lot more chia seeds and things with fiber. I just bought a huge bag of chia seeds from Walmart, so I'm just going to be incorporating those in my salads and in my smoothie and also my yogurts. So I don't know, it's just been really hard to be regular. Like, I'm just not regular. Like, 2 weeks went by and I hadn't used the bathroom, and that is purely disgusting. Like, no one should go that long without using the bathroom. It's like, it's not healthy. So if you know any ways to help me, any natural ways or anything, any certain foods that really get you going, please leave a comment down below, because I've definitely been struggling with that the whole 6 months. Okay, another topic, 6 months, scars. I was very worried about scars in the beginning when I was researching getting VSG and everything, you know, getting cut on. But I can honestly say the scars is the least amount of issues that I have with this surgery. They're so small, you can barely see them. They look like little tiny bumps at this point. My daughter even be like, what is that, a bump on your stomach? Like, it doesn't look bad. It's not bad at all. Like, that is nothing you need to really worry about. I have 5 incisions. I have 4 on my stomach, and then I also had a hernia repair, a hiatal hernia repair in between my breasts. So I have 5 scars in total, and all of them look great. I had laparoscopic surgery done when I had VSG, which is basically a robot that performs the surgery. The doctor, you know, leads and works the instruments, but he doesn't go in himself. And they supposed to make the scars look a lot better, and they actually do work. I'm very satisfied with how my scars look 6 months post-op. Like, I'm very happy. If I get a chance, I'll leave a picture of them up here. If not, I'm sorry I didn't get around to do it during editing. But my scars look fine. I think when this is all said and done and I tone up and I lose more weight, I definitely think I'll be able to be in a bikini in somewhere in Hawaii or something. But yeah, the scars aren't bad at all. Don't worry about the scars. Another thing I want to talk about in this video is stall. When I reached the end of my 5.5 mark post-op, I noticed my weight stopped. Like losing weight is, I'm not going to say it stopped, it slowed down tremendously. So I was getting a little nervous. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why am I not still losing weight that much? Because I was normally losing like 2 to 3 pounds a week, a good 10 pounds a month, 10 to 12 pounds a month. So after the 5.5 months came by, my weight slowed down. So I started doing my own personal research, and I came across a doctor. And he was explaining something that made a lot of sense to me. He was saying after VSG surgery, around the 6-month mark, your weight begins to plateau, because your body has to basically take a step back, and your body has experienced so much weight loss and so many changes. It's basically like your body is catching up to everything that's going on. It's basically doing a reset, and it's actually very much needed. It's actually a healthy thing to have your weight plateau for a minute so everything can just coincide together. So after watching his video, if I can find it, I'll link it down below. But after watching that video, it made a lot of sense. I'm the type of person, something can just happen. Someone can just say any old thing and I go with the flow. I have to do my own personal research, and I have to figure out what is happening and what makes sense to me. So after listening to him, it made a lot of sense. Like, I've lost 70, at that point, I lost 70 pounds. Yeah, like 70 pounds. And I'm like, that's a lot of weight in 6 months, at that point, 5 months to lose. So it makes all the sense that my body is going to slow down, try to just get comfortable at what's going on, try to catch up. Everybody's signaling at the same time, just to get at a healthy standpoint. So yeah, in the last month, I've only lost like 7 pounds, but I'm okay with that because I'm not eating that much to gain weight. So I know my body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So my advice to anybody who's at a plateau like I am right now, just at this time, don't worry about the scale. I'm trying my best not to worry about the scale and try to get my mind together. That's why I'm deciding to go vegan, because I just basically, I want to do a lot of mental work right now, because the scale, I had this surgery. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. It's a journey change. So this is a marathon that's going to continue going. So this is the time where I'm just trying to get my mental together, trying to get my mind strong and have a more and more healthier relationship with food. So having plateaus and things like this, it won't bother me and shake me up and give me anxiety so much. It just goes to show that I still have work to do. I'm not perfect. This is not over. This journey is still in the beginning stages. So it's a lot of work, mental work, that I'm doing right now while I'm at my plateau. Like I said, I've lost 77 pounds, and that's amazing. I can't be discouraged about a plateau, which my body's supposed to be doing. So basically, I just say, if you're worried about anything, just educate yourself, do some research. And anxiety is basically lack of knowledge, of the not knowing. So the more you educate yourself, the lower the anxiety goes down. So that's my advice on that. So right now, after speaking to my nutritionist, I am at 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day. That is how much my surgeon office wanted me to be at, and I think that's a good amount. At first, it was a struggle getting to 1,000. Now I can eat 1,000 very comfortably throughout the day. Only issue I have, of course, as you guys know if you've been following me, is getting my liquids in. It's always a challenge. Some weeks it's good, I'm meeting my 64 fluid ounces, and some weeks I'm barely hitting 50. So it's still a work in progress. It's still a marathon. I'm still running it. I'm not going to stop. This is a lifelong journey. This is not a diet, as we say on this channel. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. This is a new beginning. This is a journey. So I'm trying my best with everything. Also, I want to let you guys know I will be starting Monday, well, a couple days after this video airs, What goes public. It's on airs. This is not a TV show, but I will be going vegan. If you have any advice on vegan, please let me know down below. Recipes, other YouTube videos, please let me know. I'm open. Let me know if you are vegan after VSG, and how do you feel like it has helped you, or do you feel like you don't like it, you stopped it? Just let's chat down below. I need a lot of love and support. This is a big new task. I'm incorporating into my weight loss journey and my healthy journey. So let me know down below. Yeah, I'm going vegan, y'all. I am going vegan. I seen a documentary on Netflix called What the Health, and it scared the living shit out of me. It really educated me a lot on the food industry and what we have thought all of our lives, and it just really educated me on a lot of foods and things that just are not right and are not healthy, and the causes of so many diseases. So yeah, if you haven't got around to it, go on Netflix and check out What the Health. It's a great documentary, well put together. It changed me and my husband's life forever. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I also have a video on here that has reached 777 views, and I'd like to thank you guys for that. Thank you so much for all the love and support, the sharing and the liking and everything. I'm going to link that video down below. Let's get that video to 1,000. Let's get this video to 1,000 as well. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.